Welcome back to DMG's Third and Wrong YouTube channel. I'm Gage. I'm here with Mike today. Dylan is unable to attend. He's got class. So we got the MG today, and that's about it. We're bringing you today the full Browns trade grades. You know, you got the raw reaction, you got my opinion, and now let's get, more level-headed, full group kind of drawn together thought process. Before we get into that, Mikey, how you doing?
I'm good. Not
Yeah.
really, but I'm good. People in our division are signing guys like Von Miller, Tyreek Hill, Teron Armstead, just absolute studs. Then we're getting Malcolm Butler.
Out of
Oh,
retirement.
oh yeah, dude. I'm living life right now. Fuck the Patriots.
Team just
Anyways,
gets worse and worse, huh?
fuck the Patriots. Anyways, keep going.
Anyway, we'll just get right into it. We got Deshaun Watson, Amari Cooper up here. Those are the two big trades the Browns made. We also got Chase Winovich from the Patriots as well. So overall, with the trades, we got Chase Winovich, Amari Cooper, and Deshaun Watson. We gave up this year's first round pick, next year's first round pick, the year after's first round pick, a second round pick next year, and a third round pick next year, and a fifth or something like that. Now, it officially had changed. And then we also got Amari Cooper for a fifth round pick,
That was it.
which is just looking more and more of a steal
What are the
with all
Patriots
the,
doing?
it
Anyways,
just
we're not
looks,
here to talk about the Patriots.
dude,
Golly, man.
20 million. Everyone's like, that's a lot of money, blah, 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 blah. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Christian Kirk. All of a sudden, this deal making us look like we made out like bandits. Like, this
20
is
mil. That's a
great.
lot of money for a wide receiver one. Funny.
Yeah, yeah. This is a great trade. Overall,
You guys did get like a fourth round pick though back from the Texans as well.
yeah. So what?
I know. I'm just saying.
I think it was actually a sixth. If I'm getting,
Oh,
I think they updated it. I think it was a fourth, and then they put out the final, and it was a sixth.
oh well.
And people are like, that's not as good. Um, yeah, I mean, overall, that's what we got. How do you feel about it? Like, what do you think we did? How do you think we did before you get into my biased opinion on it?
Obviously Amari Cooper's a steal. Patriots. Amari Cooper was a steal. Um, Chase Winovich. He has potential to be good. He showed glimpses of it at the Patriots. He had a few good like half years. I think he had a pretty good decent year one year. So like he has potential to be good. And I think going into a system like the
Or,
Browns that what
never mind. I thought you were asking going into. I thought you were seeing what year he
oh
was, but
well
you're going into the Brown system. Never mind.
yeah,
Continue.
it doesn't matter. But yeah, he's still young. It's not like he's an old guy. He just got drafted like 3 years ago. So
Yeah.
he's still young. He has plenty of time to grow, and especially going into the Browns' defensive system where they just make guys work like JOK, Miles Garrett. Their secondary is literally the second coming of the Legion of Boom. Not obviously on that level, but the Browns' secondary is amazing, and they just do well with people on their defense. And I think Chase Winovich is going to be pretty solid in that defense. I think it's going to take him some time to adjust, but coming from a very complex defense like what the Patriots run, I think he'll be able to figure it out pretty simple. He's a smart guy. Patriots always want smart guys on their defense. So I think the Browns got a good trade there, just having to give up Mac Wilson for him. Basically, swap for swap player there.
Yeah, I think that's like a B for both. B
Yeah,
for Patriots, B for Browns.
yeah,
weren't weren't performing to the point where they were worth the contract on the team.
yep.
We're most likely not going to be there. Get a change of scenery. The Patriots needed a linebacker since they cut
Hmm.
some, and the Browns needed a D end. So it was just kind of a like for like trade.
Yep.
And it's funny is like the Patriots and Browns have this kind of mutual respect and like agreements. They do a lot of trades together.
I think it's Bill
A lot of
Belichick
trades throughout the
himself
time.
being a coach there and kind of actually
Yeah,
liking the Browns and enjoying
which
like
is
the
shocking.
Browns. Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, I
He
mean,
has that F. Art Modell mentality as well,
mm,
which is a good thing.
yeah. So sometimes doing business with the Browns work out, and I think the changes of scenery for Mac Wilson will hopefully benefit the Patriots out of this trade as well. But yeah, Mark Cooper, Chase Winovich, those two trades, B pluses for sure.
A plus for Browns
Yeah,
was I would say originally B
yeah,
plus ish with all the signings and then them reconstructing Amari's contract to make it
yeah,
even less of a
yeah,
cap hit.
yeah.
A plus.
That and
Yeah,
that's true professionalism right there on Amari Cooper as well.
shocker. I
Yeah.
know, right?
So that
Um,
kudos for him for doing that and wanting them to try and re-sign Jarvis and all that stuff. So, but
we'll get
Deshaun,
into that one.
yeah, we'll get into that one. But Deshaun Watson, total 5 year, 237 million, fully guaranteed, right?
Is it 37 now?
Oh, I'm not sure what it was. I just
I
know
thought
it's
it
like
was 240 total.
it don't matter. It's still a crap load of money.
It's a quarter
So
bill.
yeah, but fully guaranteed contract. So from outside view on it, from not a Browns fan's perspective, obviously you're paying him a lot of money, and it's a fully guaranteed contract. Browns fans know that too. They're just not turning the blind eye because he's really good. It's a lot of money to invest into Deshaun Watson, but Deshaun Watson is a top five quarterback when he is playing, and he has showed that he is a top five quarterback when he is playing.
Incredible
The
player.
dude is insane. He is an insane quarterback. He's super smart. He knows how to read defenses. His football knowledge is incredible. The dude's just he's a smart dude. He graduated from Clemson in 3 years with a full degree. Like the dude's just super smart. So
Um,
what's up?
keep going with what you were saying. Maybe it'll come
Okay,
back to me. There was something you said that like triggered something I was gonna say.
but the dude's football IQ through the roof. Knows what he's doing. Top four quarterback for sure when he's playing. And the Browns, yes, they gave up a lot of picks in a sense for him, but it was just first round picks, which is not horrible, especially when you get a guy in Deshaun Watson back for those three first round picks. Deshaun Watson is worth those three first round picks, especially because he will be there for more than 3 years. So you won't be looking. I mean,
He's here for 5, guaranteed.
yeah. So like, yes, it'd be nice to be able to take guys in that first round to kind of help build around him, but the Browns already have a good team. They're built to win right now. So mainly those first round picks would be drafting for future. And
Yeah,
with still having some second round picks and third round picks and fourth round picks, that's mainly like that's where you get most of like the studs in the NFL right now. That's mainly where those guys are drafted is in the second, third, and fourth and later rounds. Like the first round guys, like yeah, they work out, but like if you look at like studs in the NFL, a lot of them really aren't first round picks. Like
and
linemen are mainly first round picks, but like all like what would you call it? Like hands team players and guys like that, like special players or
skill
whatever. Yeah,
positions.
skill position players. They're usually not taken in the first round.
So
So
I think the reason for that is because the teams that are usually like the ones that get are more successful later on and the taken in the later rounds is because they don't have to do as much. There's not that expectation.
yeah,
You draft a guy in the second, third round, he's not going to be expected to do something that the guy in the first round is. The guy
yeah,
in the first round is going to a team that needs you and needs that now,
yes,
kind of thing. And I think that's a benefit. I don't think it's a huge deal entirely. The Browns do very well at second round picks. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah,
yeah.
Grant
JOK.
Delpit.
Yep.
Um, those are just the last 2 years. Nick Harris, who's going to be our starting center this year. Bunch of different things. And Nick Harris was a fifth round pick actually. Um, that being said, one, this doesn't go through if it's not for Jimmy Haslam. He changes contracts. I
Mm-hmm.
know Dylan didn't agree with that. Blah blah blah. He has his opinion. Like it's not going to matter because he's like an upper echelon court. That changes it. Like people are pissed. There's so many reports that owners are extremely upset with what Haslam did with this, because a lot of teams owners they don't have that money to pay their quarterbacks. You got Lamar Jackson, who the Ravens are already struggling to try to pay. They don't want to, and if they want to keep him, they're going to have to. And Lamar's going to demand more money than Deshaun Watson. He's an MVP. He's never done anything wrong. He's electric,
Mm-hmm.
right? Joe Burrow is going to get more money than that. And that is what's really scary because the Bengals don't pay their players. And I don't mean that like in like an offensive, like they don't pay him money or whatever. Like they don't spend that kind of money on their players. Okay, like they're necessarily not necessarily like cheapskates, but there a lot of the times they don't put in all that money under their team a lot of the time. Granted, maybe he didn't do that because he didn't believe in Andy Dalton in the squad because it
Mm-hmm.
looks like he's going all in right now for the Bengals and they look great. But it's going to change the quarterback market.
Yep.
And the amount of money looks awful right now, but really the cap hit's not bad.
No.
Cap hit isn't going to be bad for us. It's actually it is a manageable contract with our team. And we have cap space to go. So we got Deshaun Watson, who's a great quarterback, instantly puts us as a Super Bowl contending team because our roster was already really good, right?
Yeah.
We got Amari Cooper, which helps finally solve some of our wide receiver problems. Okay. We got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, right? Best tandem in the NFL. We have a top five offensive line
Mm-hmm.
in which we just cut a lot of dead weight of cap space, so it's not even costing us a ton of money. And it's going to cost us even less money next year when Jack Conklin is gone and Hudson starts for us instead. And then we got, the studs on defense, Jock,
Mm-hmm.
Miles Garrett,
Yep.
Jadeveon Clowney, who's going to be re-signing with the Browns. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like 99% positive now. Freaking Greedy Williams, Denzel Ward,
Greg Newsome.
Greg Newsome,
John
John
Johnson.
Johnson the
Yep.
third, Grant Delpit,
Yeah.
and we have like I think like $28 million of cap space left, right? And there's talks of Will Fuller coming to us, which I think would be nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. Jarvis Landry is open to return back home to Cleveland. It goes Jadeveon Clowney, Jarvis Landry. Like Jarvis Landry is don't care what your opinion is on him if he wasn't succeeding. I know a lot of Browns fans like we were overpaying, blah blah blah. That man deserves to be in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That man deserves to be on a team that's finally going to be succeeding.
Yes, he deserves it 100%.
I love Juice. Okay. And I guess there's now talks that OBJ is going to be coming back to Cleveland. Um, I'm
Oh,
pulling it up.
what's wrong with the
Um,
Rams? What's wrong with the Rams?
they won't pay him.
Oh.
So John Johnson the third was on Instagram Live, and he went and said OBJ is coming back, but you ain't hear it from me though. And then quickly cut off his live and blah blah blah. So I'm conflicted with that. I don't necessarily want him back. If I definitely don't want him back if it means the we don't get Jarvis Landry. But if he does come back, I never said about anything bad about him. He's the wide receiver one, all right? He's OBJ. It was
Yeah.
all big. Um,
Oh my God! Look how quick he switched. Oh, look
I
how
was
quick
thinking
this
if he
man.
comes, right? Like
Look how quick he switched up on him. Look how
Um,
quick he switched up on his man's. What's that
no,
jersey hanging up in the background over there, by the way?
that's six, baby. That's Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield.
Oh,
That's my boy.
it was
No.
Baker's fault. I agree.
So Baker, there's a lot of stuff coming out right now about Baker. A lot of stuff that's been coming out like throughout the years and like just kind of like leaking, and it looks bad for him right now. And I do feel bad. A lot of the things that people are saying is like it's brought on upon himself, which I can see. I do wish him the best. I hope he gets another chance
I
to
mean,
succeed
yeah,
somewhere. But he's not our quarterback anymore, right? Like we can't do anything about that.
yeah.
Traded for Deshaun, Baker's gone. That Baker era is over. Baker took us from 1-32 to a playoff in 3 years against our biggest rivals ever and beat their ass. Like, bad. At home. Right? Like, people can be like pissy and moany about Baker all they want right now because he is so, you know,
Inconsistent.
polarizing and
Oh, yeah.
inconsistent. Yeah, so it's like it's love or hate. Like there is no in between with him, right? Because that's what Baker is. But what he's done for our franchise and helped turning us into a could be potentially like an actual NFL franchise for a time where we're not going to be going, 6 wins is the best we can do every year. I'm very grateful for that. I wish him the best. I'm sad to see him go, but at the same time, I understand why, right? It's Deshaun Watson. Now, regarding all the outside stuff with Deshaun, I'm not going to really get into that. I have my own personal opinion with that, and I think that's for every fan to decide themselves.
Yeah.
Figure it out yourself. Go and read the material from both sides.
Yes.
And
Do
if you
your own
that,
research on it.
Yeah, and if you do that, you'll see why it didn't even last a day in criminal court.
Yeah.
Or why they didn't listen to more than like what was it, 3 girls?
Yep.
Like testimonies.
So, do your own research, make your own opinion on it. We're not here to try and force your hand and decide this is what you should think about it because this is what we said. So make your own opinion on it, do your own research, actually read both sides of the story. So then you decide on how you feel about it.
I think it's good. I think overall, Andrew Berry has done a fantastic job. He's an incredible GM. He's been hitting picks. He's been getting great contracts. He got rid of Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry's big deals and got Amari Cooper. And now, because of how respectful he is, he can get those guys back who left like super pissy and everyone was talking about like how bad it was. They're willing to come back to play with Cleveland. That's how good of a guy he is. He could have screwed Odell, and instead he worked with him, ate some of the money, and let Odell go to where he wanted to out of that respect. He worked with Jarvis Landry. He said this is what we want. He was upfront about it the entire time with him. It's really nice to see. People won't do it because we just drafted Deshaun Watson, right? So we're a scum franchise, blah, 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 whatever. Like, honestly, don't care about that. Overall, it's really nice to see a GM that actually cares about the players and does what he can to help the players out. So I like that. I'm excited to see how we turn out. I think the Texans, we didn't talk about that side of the deal yet. They paid out very well. You got rid of a quarterback that was never going to play for you again. He was a headache, caused you a lot of PR problems. You guys are on the rebuild, and you got a lot of good picks for it. So, great deal on their part. Cowboys, that was awful on their part.
Oh, yeah.
Browns did very good. Apart from that, I'm really excited to see Deshaun play football again. He was electric to watch when he was at the Texans. Just watching like highlights again, and reminds you because he hasn't played in a year. You're like, man, I forgot how crazy this guy was.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited to see it in person. I think we're going down. We're gonna watch the Buccaneers play the Browns in Cleveland, so you get to see the GOAT Tom play.
I might go to the Patriots Browns game in Cleveland.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Is that this year?
That's this year.
Ooh. We'll have to find out when that is and then work with my dad and my mom because I know my mom wants to go to a Browns game. Maybe we'll all go.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun. But yeah, that's really about it. I think we're done milking the Deshaun Watson stuff.
Yep.
Everything that needs to be said has kind of been said. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for spending the time with us. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let us know who you guys want us to get or who you want your teams to get. Let us know how you think these teams did. And that's really about it. Stay tuned. We're going to have some mock draft stuff coming out here soon with all the updated trades and crazy Tyreek Hill stuff. So it should be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say, Mikey, before we head out?
Patriots, sign Julio Jones. That is all.
Alrighty.
Yep.
See you guys. Deuces.
Peace out.